I'm out here in the woods of South Carolina camping tonight. It's May the 14th, 2020. I'm just below, probably an hour south of Spartanburg, South Carolina. I think I am in the Sumter National Forest. If I'm not, I'm on the edge of it because there were no signs on this road. I drove straight down it and I didn't see any signs, and so I'm assuming that this is the Sumter National Forest, but I think I'm on the very edge of it. I can give y'all a tour real quick. There's not much to see. I'm surrounded by woods. There's this little opening. I came down that road right there, and if you take a left, there's a little road right that goes down there. It keeps going a ways. I went down to the end, and it was just a little turnaround, kind of like this, but it wasn't as flat, or I didn't see anything that looked like a good place to camp. So I came back up to this opening, and then, of course, if you take that road, you go back to the paved asphalt road, and I was already a good ways out. But now I'm back here on this, I guess it's a service road, but there's nothing, I haven't seen anything else out here on this road, at least. Just woods. And there's a little road, I guess that used to be an old road. I looked it up on Google Maps, and from the looks of it, it goes back a good ways. It keeps going and going. But this tree, as you can see, this tree fell across the path, right? I thought maybe somebody put it there because they didn't want us going back there, but it looks like the tree fell from that broken limb, right? That broken tree. It fell because it's broken on that end, and it just happened to fall across. I don't know. I have a feeling somebody put it there on purpose because it blocks this road exactly. And the way it fell, I mean, it's behind this tree, and it's behind this other tree right here. Well, it's not much of a tree, but it's a small one. So it's going to be hard to get out if somebody like me were trying to get it out, which is what I was going to try to do until first off, I walked back there, and there's a little opening back there, and I thought, oh, this will be good because nobody will find me. You know, I don't want anybody to try to rob me or steal from me or kill me or whatever they want to do. So I was trying to get out of the view of this road back here. Well, anyway, when I came back out, I thought, well, I wonder how much trouble it'd be to move this tree. And it turns out that it's going to be probably quite a bit of trouble. So that's how I ended up camping here. And here I am rambling again about how I got here, just like I do in most of my videos. But I'll try to keep it short on this one. This is the first night, May 14th, 2020. I'm here on the Palmetto Trail next to the battlefield. This is May 16th, 2020. I'm just standing here by the river, or a creek. I don't know what the name of it is. I don't have any internet connectivity out here, so I can't seem to get on the Google Maps. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of signs. There's not many signs out here. So I'm just walking around, seeing what I can see. This seems to be the only trail on the battlefield, the Palmetto Trail. But I think it circles all around through the woods next to the battlefield, so I'm just walking through, seeing what I can see. I'm down here on the Inori River. This is a part of the Musgrove Mill Historic Site. But I'm just driving through. You're supposed to pay a $3 admission fee if you go out on the trails and whatnot. So I'm just gonna see the main things and go on to the next place. I'm out here at Sedalia Lake, which is a part of the national forest, the Sumter National Forest. It's a very nice and peaceful place out here. There's not many people, I guess, because of the COVID. And it seems that there's every place I've gone to, I think every place has had a sign on how many occupants are supposed to be in the parking lot and in the park altogether. So I guess South Carolina hasn't raised the restrictions quite yet. Not raised all of them, at least. There's a nice little trail. I'm probably not going to walk the whole thing, but I'm going to go back to the campsite probably before too long. It's about noon or 1 o'clock, I think. Well, I'm down here on the Tiger River, right here in the same area of South Carolina. I'm just driving around finding different places to visit. It's a great day to go out. There's some birds. It's a great day to be out here. It's not raining, it's not cloudy. I mean, it's sunny. I mean, there are clouds up there, but it's not dark and gloomy. It's bright and sunny. I thought about getting in one of these creeks or rivers that I found, but they all look so muddy. I'm not sure what I would catch, or whether it be disease, or I might catch a snake around my ankle, and I don't really want that right now because I don't have anywhere to take a shower, so I'm not too fond of getting anything wrapping around my ankles in this murky water. I think I'll just stay up here where it's dry and fairly safe. I guess these trees must have come out of the river. They're all stacked up beside the river. I'm going down to another little inlet. Trail. Whatever you want to call this. This would be a real nice place to just sit for a few hours. Looks like somebody had a little fire going. But yeah, I don't know what those trees are. I guess they came out of the lake, or maybe maybe the water rose and the trees got up there. But I can't imagine they would stay very long. I don't know. I might sit here for a few minutes. It's a nice place out here. Well, maybe a flood did push these trees up here. All these long logs are just piled up back in here. And this is at least 15 feet off land. They're all piled up in here. So I'm gonna just guess that it must have been a flood. But that water, I guess that water wouldn't have to rise too much in order for, it'd have to rise a few feet probably to get all this up here. Unless they pushed it aside once it got up here. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I just took a short little trail around the bend. Looks like somebody's been out here using a fire. They might have camped out here. That's not too bad of an idea. I guess if you zip your tent up, the snakes won't get in there with you. Because I can just think, I saw a black snake at the other place where I was at. It just went down into the creek and it didn't bother me. I thought, I don't know if I want to sleep around where the snakes are. Of course, it was just a black snake. I wouldn't want a copperhead coming in my tent and biting me during the night, and then I might die from it. There's a bunch of little white fuzzy things falling from somewhere over there. I guess it must be some kind of tree or plant. And the wind is carrying them down here. I've seen them laying around on the ground. They're flying around too. You might not can see them on the camera because they're kind of small. I can't really tell what I'm filming right now because it's bright out here. But hopefully you can see those little white things. They're flying all around. The Tiger River is out that way. there's a lot of these old little creek beds that are throughout this area that I found. It's very interesting. It's kind of like sandy in this area till you get pretty far from the shore. I just saw, about right in here, I just saw 2 deer, and there was one little child baby deer, and he got about, his whoever was with him, they ran the other way, and he ran the opposite way, and he came towards me, and then I don't think he realized that what the other deer was running from, so he ran kind of towards me, and he was probably 15 feet. I mean, not very far from me. And then, so I was trying to, not scare him off. So I squatted down, but then I think he got spooked and ran away. So anyway, I didn't get a picture of him. But they were right in here, this area. Hopefully I didn't trample all over their home. got a good little fire going here. I'm gonna roast some marshmallows probably, and then after this goes out, I'll probably just call it a night and go on to bed. Hello, I just got back from my camping trip, and I was just quickly totaling up how much money I had spent on the trip. And in gas, I only spent $40 on gas. I drove 582 miles, so I got an average of about 23 miles to the gallon, which is very good that I only spent $40 because with gas being the way it is, it's very cheap to go on a short weekend trip like this. Because I got gas for $1.48 in South Carolina, and then back in North Carolina, I got it for $1.69, which is not too expensive either. Uh, Going back to what it was, because it was up in the $2 and $3 range for a while. So, being that it's so low like it is, the gas price is so low like it is, I think this is a great opportunity to go camping if you or 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 anywhere, not just necessarily camping. You can go to different places and not spend a fortune on gas. And when you do it like I did, you just bring your food with you in your car, and you bring your tent, and you camp for free. Your food is free. I mean, you don't have to buy food once you get down there. So I think that's a great way, because the main expense on this trip was gas. And I didn't have to go out and buy groceries. I didn't have to spend money on rent for an Airbnb or a hotel room. So if you're able to go camping in the national forests of this United States of America, I think it is a great financial friendly as well. It's a great trip, great opportunity to enjoy the outdoors and see this nation's history. As you see, I visited a couple of battlefields and different places, and it's a great opportunity to get out and see the things that are out there.